He read my last message and disappeared forever. Emma stared at her phone screen, the blue glow illuminating her face in the dim light of her apartment. It was 2:17 a.m., and the city outside her window hummed with distant traffic, a reminder that life went on even when hers felt paused. She had met Alex 3 months ago on a dating app. Nothing special, just a swipe right on a guy with a crooked smile and a bio that read, "Adventurer by day, Netflix binger by night." Their first date was coffee that turned into dinner, then walks in the park, late-night texts, and eventually, those lingering kisses that made her heart race. But lately things had shifted. Alex's replies came slower, his excuses piled up. Work deadlines, family visits, a vague "I'm just swamped." Emma knew the signs. She'd been ghosted before. Yet something about him felt different. Or maybe she just wanted it to. Tonight, after a week of radio silence following their last awkward hangout, she decided to lay it all out. Vulnerability was her new mantra, courtesy of her therapist's advice. "Own your feelings," Dr. Patel had said. So she typed, "Hey Alex, I know things have been weird lately. I've really enjoyed getting to know you, the way you laugh at my dumb jokes, how you remember little things like my favorite coffee order. But I'm feeling insecure about where this is going. If you're not into it anymore, that's okay, but I'd rather know than wonder. Miss you." She hit send before she could overthink it. The message whooshed into the ether, delivered. Her stomach twisted. What if he thought she was needy, clingy? But no, this was healthy communication. Adulting, right? Minutes ticked by. She refreshed her feed, scrolled through memes that weren't funny. Then the read receipt popped up. Read at 2:23 a.m. Her breath caught. He was awake. He saw it. Any second now, those 3 dots would dance, and he'd respond. Maybe with an apology or an explanation, or even a "let's talk tomorrow." But the dots never came. The screen stayed blank. She waited 5 minutes, then 10. Refreshed the app. Nothing. By 3 a.m. she was pacing her living room, phone clutched like a lifeline. "Maybe he's typing a long response," she whispered to her cat, Whiskers, who blinked indifferently from the couch. Or perhaps his phone died. Or he fell asleep mid-thought. Morning brought no relief. Emma woke to an empty notification bar. She checked again at breakfast, then on her commute to work. By lunchtime, confusion set in like fog. Why read it and not reply? It wasn't like the message got lost. The app confirmed he'd seen it. Was he ignoring her on purpose? The thought stung, a sharp jab to her ego. At her desk, surrounded by the clatter of keyboards in the open-plan office, Emma's mind spiraled. She replayed their last date, a movie night at his place. They'd cuddled, shared popcorn, and he'd kissed her goodbye with what felt like genuine affection. Had she misread everything? Maybe she came on too strong in the message. "Miss you" sounded desperate. Or perhaps it was the admission of insecurity. That probably scared him off. Guys like confidence, right? Not this raw, exposed version of her. Self-blame crept in slowly, like ink bleeding through paper. By evening it was a full torrent. "I'm too much," she thought, staring at her reflection in the bathroom mirror. Her friends had warned her about dating apps, full of flakes and players. Why hadn't she listened? She imagined Alex laughing about her message with his buddies, or worse, showing it to another girl. The vulnerability she'd mustered now felt like a weapon turned against her. That night, she poured a glass of wine and dove into online forums. Ghosted after read receipt, why? The threads were endless. Some said it was cowardice. Easier to vanish than confront. Others blamed timing. Maybe he was going through something. One post hit hard. If they wanted to reply, they would. Stop making excuses for them. Emma nodded, but it didn't ease the ache. She drafted follow-ups in her notes app. "Hey, everything okay?" Or, "Guess that's that then?" But deleted them all. No double texting. She wouldn't beg. Days blurred into a week. Confusion morphed into obsession. She'd check his social media. Still active, posting stories of bar nights and gym selfies. He was fine, living his life while she was stuck in limbo. At work, her focus waned. Her boss noticed, suggesting she take a mental health day. Emma declined, channeling the energy into workouts instead. Running on the treadmill, she'd pound out the what-ifs. What if she'd never sent that message? What if she'd played it cool? The self-blame peaked during a tearful call with her best friend, Sarah. "You're not the problem, Em," Sarah said over FaceTime. "Ghosting is on him. It's rude, immature bullshit. But I put myself out there," Emma sobbed. "And he just disappeared. Like I don't exist." Sarah sighed. "That's the risk of vulnerability. But hey, at least you know now. Better than stringing you along." Know what though? There was no closure. No, it's not you, it's me. Just silence, a void where answers should be. Emma started questioning her worth. Was she unlovable? Too intense? Her exes flashed in her mind. Similar patterns, fading interests. Maybe it was her. 2 weeks in, the confusion ebbed, replaced by a dull anger. She blocked him on everything, a small act of defiance. But self-blame lingered, whispering in quiet moments. Therapy helped unpack it. Ghosting triggers abandonment fears, Dr. Patel explained. It's not about your value. It's about their inability to communicate. Emma nodded, but healing wasn't linear. Some nights she'd unblock just to check, still nothing. Then reblock, vowing to move on. She threw herself into hobbies. Painting classes where she smeared canvases with chaotic colors mirroring her emotions. Volunteering at an animal shelter where furry affection was uncomplicated. A month passed. The ache dulled to a bruise. She went on a date with a guy from work. Nice but no spark. It was okay, she wasn't rushing. Closure, she realized, wasn't something he could give. It had to come from within. One evening, walking home from yoga, she deleted the message thread. Poof, gone. The weight lifted slightly. But true closure hit unexpectedly. At a coffee shop 6 weeks later. She spotted him across the room, laughing with a group. Their eyes met. He looked away first, feigning interest in his latte. No wave, no awkward hello. Just avoidance. In that moment, Emma saw it clearly. His disappearance wasn't about her flaws. It was his. Cowardice, immaturity, whatever. She didn't need an explanation. His silence was one. She smiled to herself, ordered her usual, and left without a backward glance. Outside, the city buzzed, full of possibilities. Heartbreak had cracked her open, but she was mending stronger. Vulnerability wasn't a mistake. It was her strength. And next time she'd demand better because she deserved it. As the sun set, painting the skyline in oranges and pinks, Emma felt a quiet peace. The ghost was exorcised, not by confrontation but by letting go. She was free.